Right, ladies and gentlemen, you may well remember a video I posted which I referred to as the greatest pickup of all time. Turns out they made a sequel to the greatest pickup of all time, and this would be that. And this is a Christmas present, which is awesome. And I'll get it early because it came in the post today. Bonus. So let's delve deep into this box and see what we have on offer. Oh, and there we have it. Styrofoam. Now, if you don't know, I'm a collector of styrofoam, and I've been collecting it since what was it, about 12 years now. So that's 98, I think it was. And it might seem like a strange thing to collect, but it's really actually an interesting hobby because it's all to do with the contours and the fact that, of course, that it's biodegradable now, whereas it used to be in a more the greatest pickup in the world, part 2. Let's check it, man. Plenty of styrofoam. You always need that of a good pickup. But more importantly than the styrofoam, you ready? Tell me if you're ready. You ready? Ladies and gentlemen, the Super Everdrive. So, from the makers of the Everdrive, evidently, comes the Super Everdrive. And you're not going to get any points for figuring out what this is, but I'll show you anyhow. And it's an Everdrive for the Super Nintendo. Now, they do 2 different versions of this. You can get one with a PAL cart, which is $10 extra, because I've looked on the site, and one with the American cart, which is $10 less. So, obviously my parents opted for $10 less, which is perfectly fine. And if you don't know what an Everdrive is, it is basically a blank sort of SNES cart with an SD card, in this case 2 gig. You put the games on the SD card, it flashes them to the Everdrive, and then you can play any SNES game of your choice. And the wonderful thing about this is it's running off the real hardware, like I mentioned with the Sega Everdrive, whatever it's called. So you actually, this isn't emulation. This is flat out running the games just as they would be, but they're on this cartridge instead of the retail one. Or in fact, they're on this card and then flash to that cartridge. So it's absolutely incredible. And I love the American design, so I'm quite pleased that I got this one, which is always a bonus. But yeah, I'll put some footage up of this one in action. But one thing I'm really looking forward to playing on this is Star Fox 2, a game that was basically completed but never released. And now I actually get to play it on the proper hardware, so that's going to be absolutely incredible. Okay folks, so here we are, several months later, as it turns out, because my camera's been shit. And yeah, there you go, there's the Super Everdrive in the SNES. And let's change focus to the screen. See if we can get a bit better than that. You know, I'll turn the light out in the interest of a high quality picture. Okay, so there we are, the screen, scan lines included. Let's go to select game. Now, I've organised these in a whole bunch of folders, as you can see. What should we go for? You know what, I'm going to go for a game that not many people know about. Well, not many people know about. I imagine not many people know about, and that's Rendering Ranger. Now, this game is absolutely brilliant. And I forget his name. It's the guy who made Turrican, basically. And as with the the Mega Drive, Sega Everdrive, I should say, the Everdrive, this is going to erase the existing game that's on there and reflash it, the SD card, with, of course, Rendering Ranger. And this is one of the bigger games, I think, so it takes a little while. It's 2 meg. So enjoy the silence. Good grief, this really wasn't the best thing to record, was it? Come on, here we go. Oh, it's pretty loud. So this game is very Turrican-esque, and it's also kind of inspired by Terminator 2, or Terminator 1 in fact. So let's have a look. Manfred Trends! Okay, so just turn it down a little bit. I'll give you a quick one-handed look at this game. But, you know, much like the Everdrive, it works in the exact same way. You flash your game on there, and this is running off the hardware, so it's not emulation of any kind. This is a very rare, hard to get hold of game as well. But I'm not going to be able to play it with one hand. But it looks wonderful. You are supposed to be, if we just try to show you with one hand, there, you can tilt the gun up and down. But yeah, I mean, this is the Super Everdrive. It's absolutely brilliant. I love this thing. I've used it a whole bunch since I got it. It actually inspired me to pick up an equivalent for the NES, which I'll show in a later video. The guys who make this don't make one for the NES as of yet. I don't know if they ever will. Hopefully they will, because there are other products on the market of much inferior quality. And well, needless to say, unfortunately, I purchased one of those. But I'll give you that in another video. I'll show you the gist of what's wrong with that. But yeah, this is the Super Everdrive running Rendering Ranger, a game I never thought I'd get to play, and I'm so glad that I have got to play it. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the footage here, and you know, be sure to visit stoneagegamer.com and pick up one of these if you're interested in it, because they're absolutely fantastic. As always, there'll be a new video shortly.
5, 4, 7